고양이가 좋아하는 랜덤 게임 랜덤 게임 게임 스타트 아파트 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 아파트
Hello everyone, I am Desi Tamara from Faculty of Economic and Business, Study Program Management. I want to explain my opinion about smoking in campus areas. So, let's get started. I want to discuss an important and relevant topic for all of us: smoking in campus areas. As awareness about health and the environment increases, smoking in public places, especially on campus, has become an increasingly scrutinized issue. Why is this important? First, let's take a look at some data. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, approximately 8 million people die each year due to smoking. In Indonesia, the prevalence of smoking among students is quite high, with more than 20% of students being active smokers. This is certainly a serious concern for us as an academic community. Health impacts.
Every cell in your body needs oxygen to survive. Here, you can see red blood cells giving oxygen to a cell to keep it healthy. Red blood cells get the oxygen from your lungs, so it is very important to keep your lungs healthy. When you breathe in, oxygen travels down tubes called bronchi, and then into small sacs called alveoli. These sacs have thin walls so that the oxygen can easily pass into the red blood cells. When harmful substances enter the airways, they can damage the lining of the airways. This is what happens with smoking. With each drag of a cigarette, smoke enters the lungs through the bronchi air tubes. There are many poisonous chemicals in smoke, and these attack the lining of the air tubes, causing the cells to change and grow in an abnormal way. The damaged cells can turn into cancer cells, which clump together to form tumors. These tumors can then spread throughout the lungs. Smoking is the #1 cause of lung cancer. Lung cancer may not cause any symptoms at first, but as the tumor grows, it can start to affect the surrounding lung tissue. The damage to the airway walls can cause you to cough. Parts of the tumor can break off and bleed, so that your phlegm may be blood-stained. The cancer can also cause chest pain. If the tumor grows larger, it may block the airway's flow of air, making it difficult to breathe. You have to breathe harder and faster to take in more oxygen. As the cancer develops, it may cause severe shortness of breath, a hoarse voice, and trouble swallowing. You may feel very tired and lose weight. The cancer cells may spread to other parts of the body, such as the liver, brain, and bone.
Smoking not only affects the smoker, but also those around them. Exposure to secondhand smoke can lead to serious diseases, including lung cancer and heart disease. On campus, we need to consider not only our own health, but also the health of our friends and fellow staff members. This is a graphic of the prevalence of smoking among students, the result of a survey from the National Youth Tobacco from year to year. This graphic illustrates a concerning increase in the number of students who smoke year by year. From this data, we can see that despite effort to reduce smoking, there is still much work to be done. The data highlight the fluctuation in the percentage of students who smoke, offering insight into the effectiveness of tobacco control policies and anti-smoking prevention effort targeted at youth. Creating a healthy campus environment. Campuses should be places that support growth and learning. Allowing smoking in curtain areas creates an unhealthy environment for students and staff. As a result, many campuses around the world have adopted a smoke-free policies. For instance, several universities abroad report a significant decrease in the number of smokers after implementing such policies. Personally, I believe our campus should adopt a smoke-free policy. This is not just about protecting individual health, but also about fostering a healthier, more inclusive environment for everyone. Smoking is known to cause a variety of serious health issues, not only for the smokers themselves, but also for those exposed to secondhand smoke. By implementing a smoke-free policy, we will be taking a proactive step in prioritizing the well-being of students, faculty, and staff. Furthermore, a smoke-free campus will help creating a more pleasant and welcoming atmosphere for all members of the community. The smell of smoke can linger and detract from the overall cleanliness of our spaces, which can negatively impact both mental and physical health. We all want to study and work in an environment where we feel safe, focused, and comfortable. Additionally, adopting such a policy aligns with the growing trend of promoting sustainability and wellness in educational institutions. It sets a positive example for future generations, encourage healthier habits, and making it easier for those who are trying to quit smoking to find the support they need. In conclusion, while the right to make personal choices should always be respected, a smoke-free policy on campus will contribute to a healthier, more productive, and more positive environment for everyone involved. Thank you for the attention. Tamara from Faculty of Economic and Business, Program Study Management. I want to present and explain the usage of modal in request word. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that used to express necessity, possibility, permission, ability, request, or advice. They modify the main verb to add meaning but do not change form based on the subject, and they do not have infinitive or past term forms. There is 9 common modals used for requests, include can, could, may, will, should, shall, must, would, and might. Each of these modals helps shape the tone of a request, from more casual to more formal, and allows the speaker to convey the right level of politeness depending on the situation. In request, the word can is used to politely ask for permission or to inquire about someone's ability to do something. Can is used to make informal requests. It often softens the request, making it less direct but still polite and more courteous, depending on the context. For example, can you help me with this text? Sure, I will be happy to help. Using could for request is a polite way to ask for something, often implying a level of respect and consideration for the other person. Using could is a way to show respect and soften the ask, making it less demanding than using other direct forms. For example, could you help me with this report? Not at all, I'll assist you. May is often used in formal or polite requests. It indicates a respectful or polite tone, especially when asking for permission or when requesting something from someone. Here's the example. May I assist you in finding something? Oh, thank you. That will be great. Will is used for more direct requests or to ask someone to do something, but still maintains a level of politeness. When using will for request, it's often used to asking for someone's willingness to do something that are slightly less formal but still polite. For example, will you take care of this text when you are free? Yes, I will take care of it as soon as I have some free time. Should is used for more indirect and often implies advice or a recommendation, rather than a direct request or demand. It's commonly used to suggest what will be a good or appropriate action in a given situation. For example, you should let me know if you need assistance with the presentation. Thank you. I'll let you know if I need any help with the presentation. Using shall for request is quite formal and polite. It's often implying a sense of suggestion or proposal. It's less commonly used in modern everyday speech, but still appears in formal, professional, or legal contexts. For example, shall we go for a walk after the meeting? Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Using must for request is less common in everyday conversation because it tends to be more forceful or authoritative, implying obligation or necessity. It is typically used to express something that is very important or required, and it often sounds more like a command than a request. However, in some cases, it can still be used for requests, particularly when the speaker wants to emphasize urgency or importance. For example, you must help me with this text before leaving the office. Sure, I'll do my best to assist you. It's expressing strong necessity or urgency. Using will for request is one of the most polite and common ways to ask for something. It softens the request, making it more courteous and respectful, especially in formal or professional settings. Would is typically used to indicate willingness, often in conditional or hypothetical situations, but it is also frequently used for making polite requests in everyday conversation. For example, would you mind sending me the update report by the end of the day? Of course, I'll send it right away. And the last one, using mic for requests is a very polite, indirect, and somewhat formal way to ask for something. It's often used when you want to soften a request or imply a sense of uncertainty, as it suggests the possibility or potential of an action. Rather than a direct or firm request, it's more tentative, which makes it a good choice when you want to sound especially polite or less demanding. For example, might you be able to provide the report by the end of the day? I'll do my best to get it to you. Conclusion: choosing the appropriate modal verb not only adjusts the formality and tone, but also ensures that the request is framed in a way that's respectful and suitable for the context. That concludes my presentation. I hope the information I shared has been insightful and valuable for all of you. Thank you for your time and attention.